everyone. Welcome to my show. It is a beautiful night here in Tennessee in the United States, and I'm so glad you're all here with me and are joining me for Wednesday Reset. As y'all have heard me say before, I love to have the ability to reset my week. And what a better day to do it on Hump Day. Here in the U.S., they like to call Wednesday Hump Day, and I never really got that until I started getting older and then realizing that sometimes we just need the ability to refocus and start all over again. So that's my thing. So saying that on this beautiful Wednesday night, I was considering a topic tonight, and a friend of mine brought up something that's very important today, and I thought, we're just going to dive right into that because I think a lot of us have a challenge with this situation. And I know that when we are challenged with this, we oftentimes have physical symptoms that come along with it. And sometimes I believe we aren't even aware that our health's being affected by the things that we hold on to, our emotions, our situation, our lifestyle, whatever it is. But there is no such thing as mind, separate body, separate spirit. We are one. We are a united being. So it's mind, body, spirit. So if you're having an emotional challenge, then you're going to feel it within your spirit and within your body. Absolutely. And it may not be exactly at the same time, but the longer something, it's like when you get a splinter in your finger and you leave it and, it hurts. So you don't want to pick at it. You just want to leave it alone. It's like, ow, it really hurts. And somebody gets a needle and they want to mess with you and you're like, no, let's just leave it. It'll go away. It'll heal. Well, it doesn't heal. And if it does, it gets scabbed over. And when it gets scabbed over, what ends up happening is it just gets more sore. It gets more intense. And before long, that little tiny splinter becomes a big deal. And if you're not careful, it can get infected and it can turn into, a real gangrene or, something horrible, can come out of something that started out so little. And it's all because we just didn't deal with it. It hurt. It was uncomfortable. So we decided, just going to let that go. So you may have figured it out by now. What I'm talking about is forgiveness. And, this keeps coming up. And I talked to two different people actually about this today. A lady that I know who has been through a lot of trauma, has been hurt horribly in her lifetime by numerous people, went through a really rough, long marriage that she was very, involved and happy in. And she thought everything was great and it wasn't great. And she was betrayed by her husband. And it's been years now, and she just can't seem to move through this. And if you're watching, I'm telling your story without your name, of course. And it's so important because, many of us have this challenge, either it's from our childhood or, a relationship or a job, or it could be anything, I am a regressionist, past life regressionist, and I believe we bring things in from other lifetimes as well. So perhaps you came in with an issue that, that hasn't been resolved. Maybe it's turned into a situation that's so much bigger that it's crippling you in this lifetime. And it's okay to acknowledge this, but we need to get to the core of it. And the core of it, as what I've learned in my training and in my life, and I've had a lot of trauma in my life, a lot of abuse when I was younger, as a small child, or very tumultuous childhood. And you go through a time, or I went through a time, and I believe most people do, where, at first you're really angry with the people that hurt you and you just can't let go of it. And you feel like, you're justified in your anger and you're justified in the fact that these people have hurt you. And, damn it, I'm just going to be hurt. Forgive my language, but I'm going to stay mad and I'm not letting anybody in. I'm never going to give anybody a chance. And, for me, it caused me a lot of intestinal problems. I had a lot of, they thought it was IBS, irritable bowel syndrome, headaches, body pains, different types of physical symptoms. I also had nightmares for years. I had, challenges going out in the world and trying to make good friendships and have really strong relationships because when you've been abused, you feel like, you're always looking over your shoulder. You're always waiting for that next horrible thing that's going to happen. And talking to this beautiful lady today, and hearing her say, it's too hard. I just can't forgive. And then we started talking about the most important part about forgiveness, guys, is forgiving ourselves. And when I said that, I saw the anger in her eyes. And because what I said was, oftentimes we allow these things to happen to us. And that really triggered something within her, as it would of me years ago before I've done this work. And when I say that, I don't mean like you jumped up and said, okay, here I am, abuse me. What I'm saying is sometimes we go back into situations where we know that we're not safe because it's comfortable. And yeah, it's comfortable, even though you're being abused sometimes, because it's really hard to change your life. When we're children, and we're abused, we don't allow it, but we feel like we did something to cause it and we blame ourselves for it. And as we get older, we carry that and we think, I'm worthless. I was a bad girl. I was a bad boy. If I'd have been prettier, if I'd have been smarter, if I hadn't, if I hadn't have made him mad when they were drinking, if I'd have just shut up, that was my thing. Could I just shut up? I wouldn't have got hurt. And you start to subconsciously carry this stuff with you, and it grows and it grows and it grows, just like that horrible little tiny splinter, in that little finger that just was just a little tiny thing to start with. But if you let it go and you don't take care of it and you don't address it and get that out of you, you're going to only get, more problems with it. You're going to create more distress. You're going to create more doubt within yourself. You're not going to be able to be happy in a relationship. If you're a mother or father, you're going to have challenges with your children. You're going to have challenges at work. This just keeps growing. It will not resolve on its own. So what I've learned in my process is a few things. And I learned that for me to forgive myself was more important than to me forgive those who had abused me, had mistreated me, whatever. And it came to me one day, some years ago, that I gave up. I gave enough. I gave enough. I suffered enough. I hurt enough. Physically, I hurt enough. I had enough shame. I had enough regret. I had enough self hatred. I'd hurt enough people too, because hurting people hurt people. And I would lash out and I would hurt people and I didn't trust people. And, that only grew to be more and more as time went on. So I ask you, have you suffered enough? Have you given enough? Have you put yourself, through enough discomfort and agony and trauma? Are you ready to let it go? If you're like I was, I had a dear friend I spoke with this about, and I told her, I said, I don't know how to let this go. I don't know how to forgive. And she said, Renee, you need to go to prayer. And being a Christian, I believe in God. So, I went to God, got on my knees, and I asked, you know, please show me, teach me how to forgive myself first. And then teach me, show me the path, the right process of how to truly forgive those that have injured me, all of them, from before this lifetime to present. And I just thought tonight would be a good time to encourage each of you to look at your shadow self, those shadows that are within you that you're carrying, and ask yourself, have you suffered enough? Did the people that hurt you, did they take enough? Or do you feel like you need to give more? Um, I encourage you to see what you give, what you've sacrificed, and the importance of, resolving these challenges. It's um, it's crucial for healing. If you have physical medical conditions and you can't get to the root of them, and you have sadness and guilt and um, emotional uh, experiences in your life. Anxiety is a big one, stress, where you just can't find that peace within yourself. Perhaps go a little deeper and look at this. So today, after all the work I've done, today I was in an acupuncture session and I was laying face down. I had all these needles in my body, and I have a wonderful acupuncturist. He's so compassionate and caring and gentle. And when he put those needles in my root chakra, which is where we connect with it's at the base of your spine. And I also have a spinal issue there, spina bifida. But the emotional side of this, the spiritual side of this, is where we connect with our mothers, ourselves as females, or as the mother figure, as the earth, with the earth mother. And when he put that needle in my root chakra, and he covered me with my feet with a blanket, and he tapped my shoulder and said, "Okay, we're done now." I got so emotional and started crying, and I laid on that table and cried for a good 20 minutes. And I was surprised that after all this work, there's still layers there where I am not comfortable accepting the kindness of others. I strive in this life to be very kind to people and gentle and respectful. And I've found again today that I still haven't healed at the level of deepness that I thought I had. So instead of drying my tears and trying to just get over it, I said, no, I'm going to lay here. Again, I'm going to practice what I preach, because I think that's so important when you do what I do for a living and you're in health and wellness, and you talk a good game. And I think we really need to walk our talk. So that's why I'm sharing this with you, even though it's very personal. I need to let you know that we all have something. We all got stuff. We all got it. So you're not in this alone. I really want you to know this. It's so important that we know that there's others out there, millions probably, that have challenges the same as each of us. So I went deeper into it, and I had some memories come up, and I won't go into those necessarily. It's not necessary, but I knew what they were, and I went into those and I looked at those. And laying there on that table again, I asked my guides, God, to come in. I called on Archangel Shamel, who is the angel of unconditional love. She comes with a pink light, pink stones. Rose quartz is the stone for this, and the heart chakra is the chakra for love. And you need unconditional love for yourself before you can have it for others, of course. And I asked for, once again, guidance in this. Show me how to forgive myself. Show me how to forgive these other people. Show me how to forgive these people that are hurting children right now on our planet, because this is something that is near and dear to my heart. Show me how to forgive these people who are hurting these precious animals in our world and the earth herself. And I just felt it. So that's what I want to encourage. I just want to encourage each of you to not run from it anymore. The splinter's there. Yes, it hurts, but it only hurts for a little while. If you just take time and get to it and get that splinter out and get those things out, get them out of your heart, get them out of your head, and really forgive it. And don't confuse forgiveness with forgetfulness, because I would never encourage you to forget trauma or abuse. I am a hypnotist. I am certified. I help people with trauma all the time, but I never encourage someone to try to block or forget something, because our memories keep us safe. So you can forgive someone, you can forgive whatever, but you don't have to forget it. There's a process where you can file it away. And if you need it, if someone inappropriately touches you or says something to you that triggers something, you can bring that memory back out. You can look at it, you can deal with the situation, get yourself safe, and move on through your day. So don't think for a minute I'm telling you to forget and go back into a traumatic situation at any level, because I don't believe anyone deserves to be abused ever, never. So if someone is abusing you, if you're in a bad situation, you need to change your situation. And that would be my advice to anybody, male, female, young, old, don't care. Don't care how long you've been in it. Don't care if it's new. If you feel that someone's taking your power or hurting you in any form or fashion, change it because you're worth it. You're so worth it. So now I just want each of you to just take a moment and take a nice breath. I just want to take us into a little guided imagery session. It's going to be short, but it'll be powerful, I guarantee it. And I want to do a little process to help, perhaps help those of you that are willing to resolve this. So just take a nice breath into your nose, out through your mouth, into your nose, out through your mouth. And again, one more time. As you're breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth, close your eyes and imagine yourself now. Just see yourself in a beautiful garden. This beautiful garden, this beautiful park like setting. Just imagine there's beautiful flowers and trees. And maybe you can feel it or smell it, sense it even. But we've all been to some place, some park, some yard, something with trees and flowers. So just put yourself there now. That's right. And in this beautiful place, I'd like you to imagine, just very gently imagine a piece of paper and a pen in your hand. Maybe it's a feather quill pen or a marker, whatever it is for you. And I'd like you to write on this piece of paper. Now take your time. That's it. And just see the words. They can appear. You could actually write them however you choose. And I want you to write an affirmation. And I'd like it to be in your words, but here's an example. I forgive myself for allowing myself, for showing up, for being part of, for any mistakes, any conditions that I either created or was put into. I forgive myself fully. And go ahead and add words, colors, symbols, pictures. Perhaps it's a specific time that something happened that you remember. Imagine it as a picture, like a Polaroid picture, an image. And if it's uncomfortable, see it from above, look down on it from above. Just an image on paper. That's right. And go ahead and take another minute and just finish putting your affirmation, your words, your thoughts on this paper. And if it's filling up, go ahead and turn it over. With the magic of your mind, just just stamp it there. However this works for you. There's no right, no wrong. That's right. That's perfect. Now imagine in front of you a bowl, maybe a brass bowl, beautiful bowl with charcoal in it. And there's flames, little low flames, safe. And you can see the flicker of the orange and the red and the blue. That's right. And again, just imagine yourself taking that paper, those pictures, those books, whatever it is that has been created here. And I want you to place it in the fire and watch it burn. Watch it just set a flame. It's perfect. And as it burns, just watch it go to ash. And as it goes to ash, breathe, exhale. Watch the smoke go up. And as it goes up, know it's going away from you, far, far away. Watch as the flame starts to quiet down now. And it gets shorter and shorter. That's it. And just notice how the flame slowly becomes a flicker. That's right. And the flicker goes to ash. And as you look at the bowl, you notice that the moon's out. It's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful time. That's right. Take those ashes and just dump them there on the ground. And all those old thoughts and challenges and things that were once so festered inside of you are now just burned up, released, and their ashes on the ground. And then watch as a beautiful, cooling rain comes. The rain comes down and it washes the ashes down into the earth. That's right. Watch what happens as the ashes go deep into the earth and the rain goes deeper down. Nice warm rain. And the rain clears and the rain stops. And as you look where those ashes were, you'll see beautiful, beautiful new green sprouts coming up. That's it. What once was so ugly and so painful is now so beautiful, rejuvenating, coming back strong and healthy, moving you into a time of health and healing and awareness like you've never had before. That's right. And as you open your eyes and just come back into the space you're in, notice how you feel. You feel lighter. You feel creative. This process will continue for the next probably 48, 72 hours. You'll dream. You'll have desires to write, paint, create. Things will come to you that you've been blocking. Happy things, good things that'll help you, brighten up your world. Perhaps you'll want to paint your walls a new color, change your style. That's right. And just remember, if anything is out of balance in your world, you have the ability to change it. And I'm here for you. And I'll walk you, I'll guide you through, nutritional changes, herbal changes, regressions, hypnosis, communication, whatever it is that you're looking to go deeper into. I'm here for you. And you can contact me through A1R. You can contact me through Facebook at Full Circle Wellness or Renee Johnson. I would love you to reach out to me and let's work together. We have a retreat coming up here on the lake in October. And for those of you who are interested, it's going to be partly a silent retreat. There'll be healing work going on. There'll be some kayaking, just a really good time. And you can contact me at fchypnosis@gmail.com. That's it. fchypnosis@gmail.com. That's right. So, you guys, I just want to encourage you to do what's right for you, do the next right thing. As I always say, tomorrow morning, try to not jump up and put anything in your body other than perhaps nice room temperature lemon water, celery juice, cucumber juice, something to help your body, your liver keep detoxing because it starts about 3, 4 a.m. and you want to keep it going. This is more of what I can help you with if you desire that. It's very crucial that we get our livers detoxed and cleaned up because that's what's stopping everything else from working right, regardless of what you're being told or taught by social media or whatever. It's a very simple process to heal the body. And we can do that just by simply waking up and honoring our body before we have coffee or anything else. I suggest that if you're having health challenges, do your best to eat raw fruits, vegetables. They all have certain properties that heal you on levels that you can't even imagine. And the more I learn, the more astounded I am that we have it all. We really have it all. And we just need to research it, learn it, get some help, call me, write me. Please write me and let's get you on board with this retreat in October and get out on the lake and meet some great people and do some really deep healing work. And also call me for a one-on-one. I've appreciated y'all's time tonight. It's been amazing. Thank you for allowing me to share. And please move forward and take this information to those you love and remind them how precious they are and that they're never alone and that there's lots of people, out there that care. We all care, and we just need to be there for one another. I'll have a beautiful night, a beautiful day wherever you are. And just know I love you. Have a sweet, sweet time. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.